you all. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Nice to see everybody. And we've got a terrific show tonight. Appreciate the audience showing up tonight. Hope everybody had a happy holidays. I'd just like to start off on a personal note tonight. It was 40 years ago tonight that my best friend and fraternity brother burst into the room shouting, "It's a boy!" with tears streaming down his face. And that's the last time we went to Thailand. Anyway, I want to thank Sharon Mahoney for doing a terrific job from Canada. Nice to have you, Sharon. Great job. She warmed up our show tonight. Terrific comedian from Canada. And you're not alone right now, because this time of year, Los Angeles is full of Canadians. There's so many Canadians right now in Los Angeles, it hardly feels like Mexico anymore. Meanwhile, on a personal note, I'd like you all to know that for my New Year's resolution, I went gluten-free. And I've already lost 15 friends in only 2 weeks. Right? Interesting thing, here we are in California. The census report said today that California in the last year has lost 200,000 people moving to other states in just the past year alone. And it's no secret why. Californians are so overregulated. The only two things that are legal in this state are smoking pot and living here illegally. By the way, a show business tip of the cap. Keith Richards turned 76 this last week. How about a hand of applause? He's made it this far. Yeah. So happy birthday, Keith. You don't look a day over 137. So anyway, interesting thing. We have some people here from the Northeast. So a survey said today that New Jersey, of all places, New Jersey is now one of the top 10 states in which to raise a family. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the Gambino family, the Genovese family, and the Sopranos. And on a social note, another interesting stat came out today. A study says that gender equality, big issue this campaign, a study said gender equality will take another 100 years to achieve. Black people are saying that's the same crap they told us back in 1865. Well, the Senate impeachment trial is coming near to us, and today the White House let it be known that the president may be employing Alan Dershowitz to his defense team, because nothing says I'm innocent like hiring O.J. Simpson's defense lawyer. Right? Meanwhile, his adversary, Nancy Pelosi, was seen on the news Sunday going to church in Washington, D.C., going to Mass, I should say, for her. If the Catholics ever named Nancy a saint, she would be known as Our Lady of the Perpetual Impeachment. Meanwhile, the State of the Union is fast approaching. It could be a little awkward, Responsible voices in Washington are advising President to delay the speech until after the Civil War. Politicians in Washington right now are desperately trying to angle and become witnesses in the Senate impeachment trial. Not because they care one way or the other, they just want to be on television, these politicians. Politicians are just like sperm. Only 1 in 100 million turn out to be an actual human being. Right? But my favorite, Joe Biden. Joe Biden said last week, he said he would appoint Barack Obama to the U.S. Supreme Court if he were willing. And he wouldn't stop there. He also said he would name Bill Clinton to be a judge on The Bachelorette. Well, I see where President Trump's New Year's resolution to stop assassinating people lasted about as long as my resolution to stop colonialism. How do you break up a bingo game in Iran? Yell B-52. Now, President Trump killed Iran's terrorist general Soleimani with a drone strike, and but you know the media said it was the right call made by the wrong president. Well, they never give him a break. You know how they are. Trump could kill Hitler, and the New York Times would mourn the loss of a promising Austrian artist and vegetarian. French President Emmanuel Macron, announced last week that France would not back the United States in any conflict with Iran. It's a new record. It is. It is. The war hasn't even started yet, and already France has surrendered. Meanwhile, New Jersey Senator, I like this guy, Cory Booker, dropped out of the presidential running on Monday, and now Elizabeth Warren says she's the only African American left in the race. Prince Harry and Meghan informed Queen Elizabeth that they are moving to Canada and stepping down from their royal duties. The Queen says it's not a demotion, but Harry and Meghan's new titles are the Duke and Duchess of Saskatchewan. Queen Elizabeth is said to be very upset about Prince Harry's tragic car accident next week. Well, they were talking on Sunday about a transition period. They were talking about a transition period, right? And Prince Harry told the Queen there's no reason for a transition period because Meghan already cut off his balls. Finally, kids, I don't know if you've been following social media, but I thank God Gwyneth Paltrow is not selling ice cream. I promise you, classy viewers, I'm not making this up. It's just my duty to bring to you the news that everybody's talking about. And Gwyneth Paltrow, in her Goop platform, is now marketing a candle which she says is scented to smell exactly like her vagina. All right. President Trump was the first to grab one. Well, last week I bought one and I lit it, and now my house smells like low tide. Seagulls are flying all the way into West Hollywood and banging on my window. But I have to be honest, Gwyneth's candle is actually a reissue of a candle that was marketed last year that smells like Harvey Weinstein's breath. Now, there is no way I can follow that. That's why we're ending the monologue on this tasteful note. Thank you. I'm Marcus Hamilton. Thank you all. We have a great show tonight. Michael Yo, David Waite, and Kyle Kinane is with us. We got you. Great crowd. Thank you all. Fantastic. You all were great. Okay. All right.
Argus, you can make a career out of